Looks like one of the only big moves today was SMCI, at least in my watch list. What's going on, guys? Wanted to quickly share this with you guys. So this one was actually brought to my attention during today's live trading session. Again, I do trade live every morning right at market open. If you ever want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below. But SMCI was running up. As many of you guys know, SMCI is coming from highs of $1,200 all the way down to 400. So I wasn't convinced that it had to continue to rally, as anytime that it tries to rally, it does end up correcting itself. But boy, did I was not ready for this thing to pull back as hard as it did, and I missed the entire sell-off. From overall highs to current lows, it's lost 4.3%, and it's still up 1.3%. So we'll see if it finds its support, but it looks like we're going through a strong descending channel, and that was a perfect setup for an overall reversal. Extremely overbought, showing signs of lack of progress, and then confirmation on the lower highs and lower lows, and then we finally broke below that EMA line and continued to sell off, now back down to the moving average. The other one that we're paying attention to right now is nvda. Nvidia was kind of trading sideways with the rest of the NASDAQ market, but then all of a sudden, NVIDIA kind of began doing its own thing, broke its support that it had right around 116 to 115.50. I actually had a short position on NVIDIA. I ended up covering it as we approached previous support. It sold off a little bit more. Now it's testing this oversold range. If you look at this on the 1 hour time frame, you just see a lot of consolidation. And this is why I wanted to highlight that, again, some days are very bullish or very bearish, and it's very easy to make money because direction is super clear. I don't feel like that is today, right? A lot of consolidation going on right now, especially when you look at the larger time frames. So if you are under the PDT rule, if you're limited to the amount of day trades that you can take advantage of within a 5 business day period, and you see that margins are slim, risk to reward ratios are not being met, and you see that direction is not super clear, today might be a day to consider staying cash or not force anything because of what could present itself later throughout the week. And again, SMCI was the big one that we're paying attention to as of right now. NVIDIA is a little bit more on the oversold side, but even if it does end up trying to recover, it's about 1.3% in a perfect world. And again, I'm not a perfect trader, so to expect to be able to recover from that isn't out of left field. It's just, again, well, what is your risk potential versus your upside potential? So SMCI was the big focus, or the big miss out for me today. And the only other one that was presented to me was also Tesla, because of how overbought it has become and the downside potential it has for a potential short. But that's if you guys end up, if you guys like to short. The thing that I quickly wanted to share with you guys is what the overall consensus is for this Monday. And it says U.S. stocks rose slightly on Monday, coming off of a winning week, which is last week on Wall Street, as investors looked ahead of the Federal Reserve speaker, again, that's this week, and a key inflation reading for clues on the odds of a bigger rate cut. So that's going to be the big focus for the next few weeks, is what is the tone from the Federal Reserve? Are we going to see another bigger rate cut, or even bigger, right? Instead of 50 basis points, is it 75 basis points? And then on top of that, how is the labor market doing? Are we seeing it cool down? Are we seeing it heat back up? Again, that's going to be something that we're going to want to pay attention to. So I'll keep you guys posted. Again, if you ever want to tune into our live sessions, it's the second link in the description down below. And if you have any questions even before joining, just feel free to comment or message me via Instagram. So like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.